Let there be light and welcome to Living Essence. Today I'm going to prove to you how it is that you're immortal. That in fact you are an immortal being. So to unpack this, first we've got to understand the universe and the reality that we live in. The reality that we live in is a duality reality. It's a polarity reality, and I'm not trying to rap here, but I'm unpacking for you so that we can understand what it is we're experiencing. And we are experiencing the world of polarity. So we know that there's up and down, in and out. These are in fact one thing. So up is just one part of the same thing that is up, down. You can't have up without down. If there's up, down is there with it. You cannot have down and remove up. Down will go with it. Everyone has an inside and everyone has an outside. I've never seen anyone with a front, and I've never seen anyone with only a back. If you have a front, you have a back. If you have an inside, you have an outside. You are a dual being. This is the reality that we live in. So we understand sadness in the light and context of happiness. We understand anger in the light and the context of love. We understand all of our emotions in context to its opposite, to the polar side. So we know the South Pole and the North Pole. We know the ocean and the land. Everything has its opposite, whereas I would like to say they're actually not opposites as much as they are complementaries of each other. So you have a heart, and the complementary to the heart would be the mind. You have a front, like I said, and the complementary to your front is your back. You have a body, and the complementary to the body is the soul. And so in knowing this, when you look at your being, there's a part of you that is mortal. And what I mean by that is there's a part of you that has a finite amount of time that it's existing. There's a part of you, your body, which is mortal. It's born and it dies. That all happens within life. And life has no duality. Because in this world of duality, we have to understand for there to be duality, there also has to be the complementary of that, which is non-duality, which is life. So within life, there is death and there's birth. Life is not the opposite or complementary to death. Birth is the complementary to death. So when you think about a seed planted in the ground, the seed dies, but life comes out of that death as a seedling or a sprout. And then that sprout dies and gives way to a plant. There's the continual giving way and complementary of the other. So there's a part of you that is immortal, that is everlasting. Why is this? Because by the law of duality, which is the law of existence and the reality that we live in, if there's a part of you that is mortal, then the complementary to that is there's a part of you that is immortal. If there's a part of you, or a part of you that is many, which is there's many parts to your being, many limbs, many cells, there's also a part of you that is not many, the complementary to that, which is one, and that would be the soul. So that part of you that is everlasting is the complementary to the part of you that is not everlasting, which is mortal. The part of you that is mortal is the complementary to the part of you that is immortal. So just in understanding the law of duality, which is everywhere, if you look in existence, everything has its complementary, or we can say opposite, male and female, all of those things are there. They are complementaries of each other. So when you bring your awareness to knowing that there is a part of me that dies, then there's a part of you that's being born. There's a part of me that is mortal, and there's a part of me that is immortal. In knowing this, what would be the most important part? Which is the part that is worth bringing more of your consciousness to? Would be the part of you that's immortal. That's the part that's not going anywhere. What that does imply is that the part of you that is mortal, that is not everlasting, is simply there for your enjoyment. It's not going to last forever. So enjoy it. In all of its sadnesses, in all of its joys, in all of its expression. Enjoy that part of you that's mortal, because it will not be forever. But don't get hung up and lost in the idea that that mortal part of you is your complete being. Because there's a part of you that is everlasting. There's a part of you that is immortal, that will never pass away. And that's where your clarity should lie. And that's where your security should be. And that's where your understanding of your true essence and being lies. I'm sending you all so much love. Enjoy your immortality and enjoy your mortality.